My name is Olivia. Welcome back to my channel. I was just going to go over some things that are pretty real about infertility and how we kind of make people think that we're okay sometimes, and people don't always validate that it's okay to not be okay during infertility. 'Cause I've had a lot of people, I'm a Christian too, so don't take this the wrong way when I say some of this stuff, but people always say, like, it's in God's timing, or be more positive, or be this or that, and it'll happen. Don't stress, all those things. And to be honest and to be real, none of that really helps when you're in the midst of dealing with infertility. At least it doesn't help me. I mean, I know God is in control, and He is. God is great. God is the best thing in my life. And I'm not diminishing how great our God is and what He can do. I mean, He can make miracles happen. He makes miracles happen every single day. So I'm not diminishing who our Lord is. But some people who haven't went through infertility don't really understand how difficult it is when people say those things. We know that God is in control. We know that everything ultimately happens in His beautiful time. But when you've been going through infertility for a long time, sometimes you just want people to be there for you and be like, yeah, I know this is hard. This isn't easy. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to have days where you cry or you're upset or you just don't feel like yourself. It's okay. And that's not always validated that it's okay to be like that. So I'm here to say it's okay to be like that. My husband and I have been going through infertility for about 2.5 years, and it's been hard. It's been hard on both of us. And also, like I said, it's been hard on him too. I don't like that women think it's just hard on them. It's hard on both of us. We both want a child. We both want to be parents and raise our baby together. We both want that, and it's extremely painful for both of us. Each month it's painful for my husband to see me so sad when I get my cycle, and vice versa. He really wants to be a dad. He says that more than once each day, that I can't wait to be a dad. And you know, he originally was diagnosed with male infertility, so I know that it hurts men sometimes, a lot of times, if they want what you want so badly. They want to be a dad, they want to be there for you, but they also run through their own stuff too, mentally. But sorry about my little tangent on that. But yeah, my husband and I have been going through infertility for about 2.5 years. We started trying a couple months after we were married, so we'll be married 3 years this month. I've always wanted to be a mom. I've always wanted children. That's just something that God has given me a desire for. So I was just ready to try. I was ready. How my husband wasn't quite there as fast as I was, but when we found out that we might not be able to have children, it's like something changed in him that was like, man, I want to be a dad. I want this with my wife. And so it's been a challenge. We didn't go through fertility testing initially. Initially, we just kept trying. I kept thinking it was something wrong with me, and when we found out it was him, he was devastated. The craziest part about that is we were supposed to retest him 3 months later for his sperm or semen analysis, but we ended up waiting 6 months because we were just gonna kind of go with the flow. He wasn't supposed to have caffeine, alcohol, all the things, but it was really hard, so he had a little bit of all that. And the only thing new we started was some supplements for him. And I mean, this had to be a God thing, because literally in 6 months, all of the parameters for his sperm were completely normal. Like, there's nothing wrong with him anymore. So we thank God for that immensely. Then all my tests came back normal, and the only one I had left to do was that HSG that I talked about before. And my right tube was blocked, or at least partially, and the doctor's like, if you can take this, we're gonna push it on out. And so they did. They were able to unblock it. But this has been my first cycle since HSG, and my cycle has been really, really weird. It came 3 days early, but I was spotting for the first 5 days, and then by that 5th day in the evening, I had such a heavy and painful period, and I'm currently still on it. I'm on day 7 of my period. Normally my cycles last 7 days, which is kind of long, but I definitely am going to go past 7 days because I still have a pretty heavy flow. But we're not giving up, even though this cycle was the cycle that we thought we may get pregnant, and we had some hope because I was spotting. We're like, maybe it's pregnancy, and so did the nurse at my OBGYN. But this whole video is about don't give up, and it's okay to be sad. I was really sad this month that my cycle came and we're not pregnant again. But don't let other people make you feel like you can't have feelings and feel bad and upset about it. It's okay. I mean, don't stay there, because that's when it becomes a problem, is when you stay there in that sadness. But it's okay to have a day where, hey, I'm upset. I got my cycle today. I'm really upset. I'm gonna lounge around. I'm gonna just be in the sadness for a minute. But then the next day, get back up. But it's okay. It's okay. Because we're human. And we're gonna have sadness and reactions to things that are hurtful in our lives. And even though we know that God is in control, it still hurts. And I know He's there through our pain, and He's there through anything we go through. He's close to the brokenhearted. And I am so thankful for that, because I could have never made it this far that I have without God being there to comfort me through my pain. But He understands, and it's okay to be sad. But if y'all have any questions or anything about our journey, my husband and I are going to kind of go through what we've went through as far as each test and all that. I just wanted to get on here and say it's okay to not be okay when it comes to infertility. It is a very hard thing to go through, and you're not any less for going through it. So keep pushing. I think that eventually all of us one day will be blessed with a beautiful little baby. I don't know what that looks like for everybody, but it'll happen eventually. Bye.